morning.
How are
Morning.
you?
I'm okay. I'm too far from the camera. Let me bring it towards. I feel like I'm far away.
I was trying to arrange mine so that I don't look like Jabba next to you, looking so distant from the
I
from the
brought
camera.
myself closer, but you could never look like Jabba. But I brought myself closer. I felt too far
I put
away.
mine on the window to balance it out, but there we go. It's nice. We have background in TV, so I like it when
We both go. Oh,
we
wait a
look
minute.
kind of even.
This is
Yes,
not right. This is.
we have background in TV, foreground in space travel, but background.
I'm just trying to. Oh, we're moving the girl.
I
It's
like
getting wild.
it.
It's getting wild.
Yeah.
It's our last show until September.
It's our final show till September, so I really hope everybody will cope well while while we're enjoying a
And we
summer.
forget.
We'll,
We
we'll
forget
come
how to
and
do
visit
it.
you at least the one time.
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's almost August anyway. Well, it's not, but it's like it's almost the end of the month already, which is bizarre. Sorry, not going to shorten your summer. It's not. No, it's lots of summer left. I saw your face just crumbling into a bit of a.
Yes, I fell. Yeah, we've still got 2 more days of school. So this is for anyone watching internationally. This is you want to sort of rile me up. This is one of my favorite topics to whinge about. How UK schools break off for summer much, much, much later than literally any other education system. I'm very pleased that everybody gets such a lot of education.
Yeah, I'm sure when I was a kid it was earlier. I'm sure it
I
wasn't this.
reckon.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was early July. I think the holidays, but I think they've changed. But, I think you get longer bits later in the year, and now in a shorter summer. And now we've had a very long summer, I think, and
Yeah,
it was
we
good.
used to have a really long summer and it was incredible. By the time you came back to school, you didn't really remember anything. It was
No,
phenomenal.
no,
Be like
that's
a couple of days getting used to sitting down.
ugh. And wearing uniform and things like that. It was, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but ahead of our relatively short summer,
Sorry,
we'll see
long, long, long,
a lengthy,
a
expansive
girthy summer.
we do a lot of stuff in the summer.
Yeah,
We don't have days that we're just like hanging around the house. So yeah, when we get to the end of summer, it is sort of very full on. It's very full on. But yeah, we will be back in September.
and then that's when my book will be out, won't it? So we'll come back in time for my book to be out.
Yeah, we're coming back, I think, for like hardcore promo because your book
Yeah.
is out 9th of September. 9th of September, right? Let's
Yep,
put the name
that's
of the
a
book in the
Monday,
comments and
Tuesday,
flash it up a
Tuesday,
little
Tuesday.
bit.
Yeah.
Let me put it from my thing. Uh, let me put it like proper author thing. Daligan, Laura. That's the
Oh,
search.
oh.
Laura. What's the name of the book?
Um, I can show it you. I was going to go and
You
get it.
should.
I'm just going
You
to
should.
shimmy. I'm just going to shimmy out the screen. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. I get it. So,
You still there? You still there?
I'm coming. Hey.
Mm. A guide to reading the runes.
It's quite a long title, so it's just like
Reading the runes. There we go. And I'm going to flash that on the screen.
you can pre-order it wherever you are.
Yeah, let me put you full screen so that you can screenshot it for your own purposes.
So yay. I mean, you're welcome to, obviously I'm grateful, please do buy it if you would like it, but you're welcome to buy it when it comes out, or it's available to pre-order in I have stalked myself online. It's available to pre-order in lots of different places from all over the world, so you can pre-order it now if you put this in the search engine, and I'll be having a few copies in September, so if you'd like a signed copy from me, I'll be able to organise that for you. Yay.
Amazing. So we'll be back September 4th, which is 5 magical days before your launch. So we'll be able to talk a lot about the
Yes.
runes and the harnessing.
Harnesses and runes.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank you. I love that.
Somebody,
I love the flashing. I love it's proper academic flashing. Academic flashing. That's a great sentence.
what's academic flashing? Is that taking your top off in
I
class?
don't know. It must be. I'm not sure. But it's because you've written my name in an academic way, like so it's academic and it's flashing on the
Oh,
screen.
yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
said it, and then it was like, oh,
Yeah, I had on Tuesday, I had Mog Morgan on my
yes,
show,
yes.
and he was talking about his book. So while he was talking, I switched browsers, went to the Google and copied his name exactly. Sorry, copied the book name exactly that way. And and then when I cut and pasted it, it was like Morgan, comma Mog, and I was so blown away by referring to anyone that kind of way, because when my dad, like, say, books a table, or I don't know, orders like supermarket delivery, he always says his surname first. I just find it like so awesome in so many different ways. So I think it's time for you to start introducing yourself as Daligan, Laura.
Laura. LC. Delegate.
Daligan, Elsie. Oh, brilliant. Now I want a middle name.
LCD, like a television screen. Could have been LSD. That would have been different, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. No, it's LCD. Very, very safe. Fabulous. Let's put some messages on and then introduce the topic. You're like, what topic? You came up with a topic.
That was yesterday.
It's your topic.
It is.
I
It
haven't stopped
is.
thinking about it. I was sort of running and thinking of all sorts of examples and stuff. I took it to heart.
Me too.
Everyone in their own special way. Mark says, good morning, Inbaal and Laura. Last show until after 6 weeks holiday, but we know you will be back, so let's enjoy it. Hello, everyone else. Please remember to like. Very nice. Lady Thistle, she said, good morning, ladies.
Oh,
I made sure to get up early to catch you
that's really
today.
kind of you. Thank you,
Thank
Lady Thistle. Hope
you.
you're well.
Visabel saying, morning, lovely creatures.
Good morning, beauty. We're definitely creatures.
Yeah, yeah, all creatures, we're all creations. Lady Thistle, got my cuppa ready and face pink drinking tea.
Ooh. Ooh. I've got my coffee that's bigger than my face.
Yeah, very nice. It's like half a bra, that coffee.
It is indeed. I was about to go and try and throw it on myself.
No, no, that's why they call it a cup.
Not a bra.
Yeah, yeah, this is not the D cup, it's the LD cup. Um, the LCD cup. Simeon says, a quick hello and good morning as I'm at work. Hope you're all okay. Have a great day and a fantastic weekend.
Oh, I was horse. I was horse.
It was a horse.
What? I was looking out the window almost. Where are they?
Yeah, it's so lifelike. Jane says, just popping on to send lots of love from Cornwall. Look forward to seeing you
Oh,
again in
so much love.
September.
Thank you, Jane. Much, much love.
Sandy says, morning, ladies. Blessing.
Namely, ooh, and then the ooh. I'm just the crystal ball sounds and ooh, the books and ooh.
Everything has a sound. Lady Thistle says, congrats on your book. Can't
Oh,
wait.
thank you.
I know, it's going to be so exciting. Um,
Thank you, Mark.
Mark says, remember, folks, Miss Daligan's book is out 9 September, so pre-order now.
People can't forget. I don't think people cannot forget this
Academic flash.
academic blushing.
And we've got Andrea saying, new subscriber, my beautiful
Hello,
spiritual sisters
Andrea.
and family. Mwah,
Oh,
mwah.
thank you. Lovely to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you. Amazing. So, we were going to talk about water magic and fire magic.
We were, and there's lots of reasons why. And was thinking this last night because we are today. The moon is in fiery Aries, the sun's in Cancer, so you have water, fire existing today, and then we've got we're going into Leo in a few days' time. So we're transitioning from Cancer to Leo, water to fire. Me and Inbaal are fire and water. So is Pisces and Aries, fire and water. So we're surrounded with a lot of fire, water energy, especially in this heat as well, with this weather. It's that fire. We've got a lot of rain, a lot of sun. And I was thinking also that my rising sign is Cancer and my sun sign is Aries. So I live in a bit of a fire water bubble.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and my rising, no, my moon
Your moon,
is
yes.
Sagittarius,
So
and
you're a fire water baby.
yeah, really big on fire water. And I was thinking that I probably do more fire magic than water magic,
Mm.
whereas you live by the water and you find your way to water a lot more often than I do, despite
Yeah,
being fire.
yeah.
Oh, Lady Thistle is here with us to say Aries rising, Pisces sun.
Fire water. Yeah.
It's why the two of us together. Goodness
Yes.
me.
Thank you. They'll apologise or be happy. Lady this.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But doesn't need to watch us because that's the conversation going on in
In the
her
head.
head all the
Yeah.
time anyway.
Brilliant.
So, what is your favorite fire magic, Laura?
Hmm. It was interesting because I've been asked to do a fire performance on Saturday,
Oh,
and it's a ritual as well, but it's a public ritual. And there's a festival this weekend, and every year we there's an animal wicker, a bit like the Wicker Man, but an animal, and no Edward Woo stuck inside of it. Um, and what everyone does who goes to the festival, they put on either their wishes, their hopes, their dreams, the healing they want to receive, or the names of those that have passed this year. And a lot of people that I know often just have it as a memory thing of those who've passed. So it's an owl this year, as I was saying last week. I think I mentioned you have an owl, and I'm doing. Well, every year I've done a blessing dance for it, but it was always a bit last minute organised this year, so I didn't know because of Star as well if I could actually get there and do it. But I am going to be doing it, and I'm doing the blessing dance, and they'd already chosen the song, and the song is amazing. It's Helga Vem by Wardruna. It's a Viking Norwegian song, and it's about the journey of the soul to the land of the dead. So there's
oh,
going to be a lot of emotion. And then they said,
yeah.
"You're going to do this," and I was like,
Love it.
yeah,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm working with fire. I made some fire antlers a few years ago, so I'm working with animals and fire, and it's a blessing of the circle, and it's also when I don't set it on fire, when someone sets the effigy on fire, it's that huge transformation and release. So it's like that's I think when we do big public things, I think fire is a really great way to hold a lot of energy and to focus it really, really strongly. So that's what I do once a year for that, and I think that's a really epic group. I like the community aspect of fire, that everyone can see it, everyone can feel it, they can all watch that transformation happen and all honor what they want to honor in their own way. So that's, but also obviously on a daily level, I've got some candles lit now. I think fire is the best way of remembrance of the gods, of anything you want to do to kind of spark that memory or that connection with the gods or with anyone you want to connect with. So there was my TED talk on fire.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. And I love that you're going to get to, like, dance with death,
Yep, yep,
as a dedication, as an
yeah.
honor.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. And I said to my friends, like, could you just hold me up? Because I need to hold me up at this. But everyone's obviously throughout this year. It's not been an easy year for a lot of people. And even if someone passed a few years ago, everyone still wants to kind of put that memory into it. I think it's become more of a memory, which is why they've chosen that song. More, the blessing is more of okay to help, because we don't have many pagan rituals of remembrance, do we, publicly? You have funerals, which are one thing, but to actually have a yearly thing where actually people go, this is what I want to put into that fire. Like every year, it's very emotional. So I might wear something where like just covers my face a bit. So no photos of me going,
I, I, I think a little bit of like your runic symbols that you
yeah,
wear and stuff, that creates a completely different, like, it lifts everything up, very stark, sort of straight
yeah,
lines.
yeah. I
Don't
think that
hide
would be
the
the plan.
face. Let the face be out there. If you're celebrating death, you want to
Yeah,
celebrate it like full on. In ancient Egypt, you had keening women where it was
yeah,
a job. can you imagine?
We
Like,
did.
there's a job interview I would never pass because I struggle with emotions, like with literally even simple ones, let alone complicated ones. You need to have me very in a corner to get some crying.
Oh,
So in ancient Egypt, you had women whose job it was to go
mm,
to funerals and to keen and to cry loudly because
yeah.
that was honoring the dead.
And now it's almost like, don't make any noise. Don't. It's like, no, having a space where, with music playing, with fire going, if you want to let it out, let it. Cry.
Exactly.
And
This is what I mean. You want your face to hide the, all the emotions. No, that is exactly the place.
it's going to
You
be
want to
let it out.
get the cry out of the way, let the whole contour be the sad emoji.
Yeah, it was funny because last night we had a meeting about the because obviously we've got an owl. I've not seen it. I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm going tomorrow, so I look forward to seeing the owl. And I'll think of you, the owlie. And the guy was like, "We have dry ice to make the bird go flappy flap," and I was like, "Oh, is that a technical term? The dry ice to make the." I was like, so it'd be interesting to see how that goes.
I think the dry ice might make the bird go poppy pop. What, does it move things or is it just like a waft?
Or
Of,
what?
is it just a visual waft?
I
Because
think it's visual waft, which might be more poppy than flighty.
probably, especially in a field full of vegans.
Yeah, it's the bird. I'm just gonna let's see how that goes.
It'll be good. It'll be good. Athena would love it. So Natalie says, "Is this a festival you've been talking about? I've just joined the live." So yeah, what is
Yeah, it's
exactly the
Fantasy
festival? Let
Forest.
me put like the proper name Googleable.
Yeah, it's Fantasy Forest. It's called. It's in Sudeley Castle, which is in Cheltenham. It's a beautiful ground. It's really, really gorgeous. You've got the castle and all the castle grounds. It's a Tudor castle, so there's history, gorgeousness. We take over the whole place, and it has sold out. But I've seen on the Facebook page, I've gone to the people are selling. There's always a last minute. People are poorly. There's a disaster happening for some. So if you are wanting to go, do pop over to the Facebook page because there are people selling their tickets. So it is sold out, but if you have a last minute weekend request to go, you might be able to get a ticket.
And you can secure a ticket for next year. You there
Exactly.
every year?
I have been so far, apart when I had the Coves one year, so you'll see.
Wild Witch says, "So happy to have caught you ladies
Oh,
live. Thank
hello, Wild
you.
Witch. Thank you for being here.
Is where the magic
So,
happens."
how do you like to work with fire?
I I'm I like fire on like all the time. And I've had a whole journey with fire because as a child, I burnt my finger teeny tiny bits. And when you're tiny, everything tiny is huge. So I was scared of lighting matches. My mom was a smoker, so that's part of the journey with
It was the
fire.
80s. Everyone was a smoker.
Was a smoker, yeah.
In the 80s.
So I was scared of lighting matches until sort of quite a late age. Whereas my brother, the Taurus, was quite a pyro, and he used to light matches and throw them on the floor. So
Wow.
it was an April Taurus.
Yeah.
I hasten to add,
That's where we see that comes from it. Yeah.
yeah. Um, And when I started doing magic, I had to overcome that sort of, discomfort around fire. So I would on purpose teach myself to put out candles with my fingers, no licking the fingers. Do not try this at home, boys and girls. Let me deal with my emotional inconsistencies, and you deal with yours. No need to copy. So I would sort of train myself. I got sort of very excited about like lighting plastics on fire, like little plastics. Sorry, environment for everything I did, but so I have a really interesting relationship with fire at the best of times, and in the exact same way, I find fire fascinating. So when we've got like Guy Fawkes night here in the villages, I drag everyone to the one that's got like a big bonfire. And I love staring at the fire, actually, in exactly the same way that I love staring at water. The
Mm.
unpredictable nature of it, the way that it consumes you fully, the way that it kind of hurts on the eyes. Um, But the magic that I do the most, and what I consider as the kind of gold standard of magic, is candles.
Mm.
I find candles so magical. I also light incense like all the time. There's a little incense going here and there. There's a new if anyone in the future comes to like buy a house and finds that it's mine, ask me to show you the little stains from what happens when you light incense all the time,
Yeah.
so that we keep it transparent. Um, so my candle magic, I'm very, I think, I love routine and a lot of things, and I love routine and magic. So I'll take my candle, I'll scratch what I want into it, usually in runic symbols, but it could just be like, dollar signs, um, my name or the other person's name, star sign. And then when I light it, for me, what it does is transport my wish, my desire, sort of straight to where it's going. And I love having regular candles on the go. I've got at the moment, so one of the previous times we visited in Israel, my best friend from childhood, her husband does like candle workshops.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh.
And he took me and the kids, and we made our own candles. Like we poured wax and we put a wick into like molds, and we made all sorts of candles, and I kept them decorative for about 2 years now. 2 years, 3 years, but I kept them decorative, and then they got demoted into a box, and I found the box, and I was like, magic candles, because we made them with our own hands,
Oh,
with
that's so
best friends
nice.
that we love all the time. So I've been rubbing a blend of my love oil and my wealth oil, and it's quite a few candles, but they're unexpectedly like fabulous quality. He did tell me they're fabulous quality, but I thought they're like workshop candles that you make in a
Yeah.
workshop. You just want to walk away with some. The wick is phenomenal, not like those wicks that leak.
Floppy wicks.
There's nothing worse than a floppy wick. There's everything wrong with a floppy wick.
And it's
Um,
just frustrating. You try to light it, it goes into the bit, and then it just gets all soggy, and you can't light it there. And it's
You
just like,
can't light it. You can't light it. So you try to like pour out the little bit of wax that
yeah,
your match has melted,
yeah.
and it's getting sort of, it's dying under the drying wax, and it's waving at you. You'll never light me. You'll never light me. You might as well give up.
I feel like I was there.
Yeah. So those wicks are phenomenal. The
Hmm.
wax melts without it's like really so good. So it's been such a fun experience for me going through them. So now I've got maybe a quarter of like a beehive shaped
Ooh.
taper left, and two small owls.
Oh,
Left them
owlie.
for last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've got a big pink, like leopard or jaguar head candle, and I can't light it because it will just be like a sad thing of a cat's head just sort of slowly imploding. I'm like, I don't want to see that. I'll just keep it. I'll just keep it.
Yeah, yeah, you might want to shave it. And I've got some candles upstairs, near the poopery, that I got present, that I know for like 100% they were cheap, but like I love them. I love candles so much. But there's a candle that should really have had 3 wicks, and it's got 2 wicks, and they don't sustain the business so well. So I
Ah,
like the 2 wicks, but because the 2 wicks are not enough to sort of get all the wax, and the wax that kind of got gathered on the inside drowns it. And then it's a battle of wits. Who's going to win, a 50-year-old woman or the 2 skinny wicks that are giving her trouble?
you were gonna win. You were gonna.
I know, that's what I said to them. Whatever it takes. But now we've got like buildup of wax that I keep having to pour out of it. But yeah, my candle magic, my fire magic is candles. It's constant. It's low key. It doesn't sound very low key because when you inject the insanity into it, but it's low key. It's constant, and I adore it. I love like permanent flames, like the one you have in Paris and
Mm,
stuff. And
mm,
the stories is it the Vestal Virgins that kept a
yeah.
flame sort of going.
In the Brigid flame,
permanently.
yeah, in Kildare, yeah,
Ah,
Brigid's flame. It was, I think it did get put out at some point, but it has been now it is always constant. Haven't been to see it. I would love to see the Brigid's one in Kildare. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, amazing. Let's flash up some more and then we'll see how we're doing for water magics.
Water.
So we had, oh yeah, we've had Mark on the screen for an age. Speaking, without fire and water, then we are, for that matter, no living thing would survive.
Without any element, we'd be a bit troubled.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're wanting all the elements.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Ooh, Visible says, love hearing that the Keening women were
Yeah.
in Egypt too. It was also a job in Ireland.
Yeah, I think it was actually a job here as well, but before Christianity. I'm pretty sure there was Saxon and there was a job of
Wow.
keening. I think it,
These
yeah.
are fabulous jobs. I suppose we have, the same amount of workforce, but before YouTube, when there were no YouTubers, then there were Keening women. They have to replace one another.
Love that.
I wonder if it was just only women because I have honestly met some men that can keen, at Olympic standard.
Mm. I thought it was men as well, I guess. I think it was mainly women. It's curious. We were probably a lot more. I bet they had a lot to cry about. They were saving the whole month worth of stuff going, right, I'm holding that memory for later, you little.
Yeah. Exactly. Lady Thistle says, I wish I was in the UK. That sounds lovely. If you love rain, this is the place for you.
Yeah, I think it might rain this weekend. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
But also humid at the same time. Um, Natalie is loving the sound of Fantasy Forest. Colleen is up with the horses saying
Morning. I'm
morning.
keeping an eye on the live on the horses. Just have to look at the horses
Yeah, I was going
sometimes.
to say, is your camera on? Is your camera on, Colleen? Can we watch your
I've been
horses?
watching them and their little business. It's so nice.
When you say it, it sounds like you watch them poop.
I mean, all business.
Whatever they do. Sid says, good morning, ladies. Mwah.
Morning, Sid. Good morning. Good morning. I heard Loki as well. I was like, it's a Loki. I was like, yeah, it's Loki.
Yeah, it is low key. Loki is not low key, but
Loki's not Loki.
no, he's awesome. Um, things are good. So hot, but good. Oh, do you get hot? Because in
I'll
the
come over and
winter
make a
it's like
pond.
-20, wasn't it? Where Colleen is.
I'll go make a pond for them. That's what I'll do.
Very
I mean,
good.
it might take me till next summer to dig a hole, but I'll do it.
Fabulous. So, what is your favorite water magic?
Talking of ponds, I like the transition.
You know that I didn't even realize. And it
You're just
sounds
so
like a humble
magical.
brag. Surely you can't have missed it. It just flew out of your mouth. And I will confidently say, what makes you think I know anything that flies out of my mouth?
My favourite water, and it's funny that fire is such a good medicine and magic for me, but water just soothes my soul. So personal magic, I feel like it's more healing magic and emotional magic. I feel I need. It's like living here. I love Glastonbury. Don't get me wrong. I lived in Glastonbury. What was driving me nuts about it is that the water's so still. Like, okay, I had to deal with that for a few years, but still water is not my vibe. I love big crashing waves and waterfalls. And so I was for 10 years living in Glastonbury and it was just there's the levels all around. So it's absolute still water. And there's the wells, but they're not really moving that much. It's all very gentle. And so I had to have a lesson about that. I think it was like staying there was like a lesson in the stillness and sitting with stuff. But when I was moving, I said, I just need moving water. And so we've got a stream that comes down from the hills and goes past my house. And I was like, this is an improvement. I just love that sound of moving. It feels so healing. And so, yeah, I love to go to the sea and to go to waterfalls and to do both that. It's release and call in. It just feels a perfect space to honor. And also you feel really connected, don't you, to the land, to the spirits, and just to have that immediate magic, maybe not really planned, but that kind of immediate elemental magic.
Yeah. Yeah, I think England is just phenomenal for that because you could take a drive and all of a sudden there's a waterfall.
Yeah. Yeah.
like absolutely out of nowhere. I was coming back from a run the other day, and I was nearly at the house, and I don't really see very well, so there was somebody coming in front of me. I thought could be a neighbor. Slap a smile on, could be a murderer. I don't know, but the smile is. So made eye contact with a rambler, and she was like, "Where is the waterfall?" And we have a stunning waterfall here, and it doesn't even register for me because it's always here because there's a
Yeah.
babbling brook. And I was like, "What? Oh yeah, you just missed the entry." And I was like, go down there, you can't miss it. And it's like the sound of the
Oh, yeah.
crashing from the waterfall. It's phenomenal. You run over it, and there's like a little stream going under. It is honestly, England is such a fabulous place if you love running water. There's
I do.
streams, lakes, reservoirs. You people have 6,000 words for for
The
waterways.
water, is it a lake, river, or a stream? I don't know. It's just like, no, it's and I do. I think it's the ions in it, in the waterfall. It is
Mm.
so healing and powerful and magical, and you can feel that. I don't think sometimes you have to create a big circle and you have to raise the energy. When you've got moving water, it's already there, isn't it? It's just for you to work with and to channel in which way that feels right.
Yeah. Whereas where I grew up, you don't know that. My great granddad,
Mm.
he was Dutch. And when he came to Israel, that was sort of in between this colony and that colony, he brought in agriculture. And one of the things that he did was with his own hands, he cut the stairs into an existing waterfall. And it's really part of our family lore that he
Oh,
built it's called Hatanur, the furnace waterfall, which is just as funny as it sounds. Anyway, it's a waterfall. So for me growing up, I knew that it was those steps in the rock, and it was never weird to me that there was only water running through it maybe 3 days of the year because it's in the desert. So for me to have gone to waterfalls my whole life, 8 times out of 10, there was no water there. There was the place, there was like the creek for the waterfall,
yeah.
and you have to wait for like the desert floods. The desert doesn't have rains. The
Mm.
desert will have like a year's worth of rain all in one go. It's actually really, really dangerous because people that don't
Sounds
know
it.
the desert get swept away with their cars and everything. It's big disasters. Um, but yeah, for me, if I hear a waterfall over there, is the water is not guaranteed by any stretch of the imagination. The fall, maybe
Mm.
yes. So
Mm.
I find like the waterfalls in England so like spectacular. Look at that. There's water, sometimes little water, sometimes big water.
Yeah, but there's always some usually
Some dampness.
there's some
Some dampness is
England
assured.
does well on dampness.
Yeah, yeah. But we do have in our family history, we have like a
It's so cool.
waterfall maker. It's cool,
Oh, I love
isn't it?
that. That's brilliant to have that as in your history, the waterfall maker. That's like a
Yeah.
book. Sounds like a book that does.
Yeah, actually they're talking about a book now. They're trying to get funding from like the Dutch consulate to see if they could put a book
That would be
together.
brilliant. That
I
would be brilliant.
know. Yeah, it's really exciting. So my water magic is actually probably a lot less chilled out than my fire magic, which is ridiculous. I
Mm.
use the water magic for wiping things away, for cleansing things, for getting rid of stuff.
Yeah.
I love freezing things. So if
Oh,
there's
yeah.
something that gets in the way, I'll submerge it in a little tub of water. In the freezer it goes. Good luck
Yeah.
getting out of there. Good luck. I used to do a lot of fertility magic, so like with
Mm.
say apples or matches or stuff, and then I would send husband to the babbling brook to put the remains in the water because I thought it'd be better. It's more fertility-ish than
Yes.
burying it in the garden.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So actually the more I suppose chilled out element for me is sort of harbinger of of the most intense of magics. And I
Mm.
think it has everything to do with sort of growing up where there's like floods. We're always in the sea. And even though the Mediterranean is like pretty chilled out as far as water, big waterways go, again, there would always be some drownings because you have to know the sea and to
Mm,
understand the sea in order to survive the sea. So I have a lot of respect for the water, and I grew up in the water, so it's always close calls. So I associate water not so much with death and dying, but certainly with intense,
yeah,
uncontrollable forces.
yeah, yeah. And
And
I
you
think as well.
things
Sorry.
in the water and you find things in the water. Sorry.
No, no, I love that's absolutely brain. Oh yeah. Also, at the end of the day, water's that slow succeeder, isn't it? Like it will destroy all other elements if you give it the time. It will put the fire out. You know, if you have enough of it, it will carve the earth. You know, it will. It's that. It may not be like fire looks like it's the most dangerous, and of course, initially, yes, it is. But actually, for the long term, water's the one that's going to have the
Yeah.
success, isn't it? Like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it does have it on all the elements. If you see, again, sort of go to the desert and you'll see what ancient water did. And it's the ancient water that exposes like the strata when you go through desert mountains and you
mm,
can see all the different layers. I always thought it was asteroids that did that. Google corrected me. I was incorrectly, giving information. Fire did that. Google corrected me. Water did that. Old waterways would have gone through what is now a desert and
yeah,
they wear down a side of the rock and it exposes all the strata. It creates like enormous craters. Yeah, a lot of respect for water. And water is so magical. You
yeah,
can go into a shower and dedicate that
yeah,
shower to a particular deity,
yeah,
and that deity will get into you and imbue you and cleanse you from
yeah.
literally anything that stands in its way.
Yeah, and it's just a quick magic, isn't it? Like it is such a cleanser. You've got an energy around you feeling heavy, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling low. Dedicate that shower to cleansing and putting that it's that intention and the thing you're going to do every day. Hopefully, most days, people, hopefully, that it is going to. It can just not only clean you, but also be a magic in working, which I think is really amazing. If you're a busy mum or you're working and you haven't got the time to do these big rituals, you can do it in your everyday. You need a cup of tea, you can do a, because that's
That's
fire and
water
water.
magic.
Yeah,
That's water magic. I think going into the oils and sort of putting a little bit on the third eye, that's water magic. A little bit of sprinkling on your hands, that's water magic. All the fluids work
yeah,
very, very well. And when you're sort of making your cuppa and you're stirring clockwise, you're invoking, you're stirring anti-clockwise, you're
hmm,
revoking, you're banishing.
yeah,
You put like a little five-pointed star, you're
yeah.
turning into a magic potion for you.
Exactly. And it is fire water because the kettle's going to heat it up. It's going to give it the fire. And as people think about like fire and water, like it puts each other out or it's at odds. And I'm like, no, it makes a really good cuppa.
Yeah, yeah. I did for an old ritual, it's like more than 20 years ago. I had to embody Holda, the winter goddess.
I love Holder.
And Jack Gale was running the ritual and he was instructing me. And he said the previous person to play Holder for one of his rituals was Debbie Gallagher,
Oh,
and he said that she channeled. I am the ice and I am the fire beneath the ice. So he was like, you can channel whatever you want, but if you can just sort of open with that, and
yeah.
that is sort of fire water because
I
the,
love that.
yeah,
Mm.
right. Because they should cancel each other out, but they
Mm.
don't need to.
They don't need
You
to.
can
They
do
don't
both.
need to. They can work together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. What are you, a boy or a girl? Not your business. I'm both. What
Yeah,
are you, a
exactly.
fire or water? Get out of here. I'm both.
Yeah. I'm a cup of team.
Yeah, fire water.
Fire water. And even like the Norse creation myths is fire and ice. That's how everything, so it's instead of it being a cancelling out thing, it's like it is the seed of creation, like the heating up and it's that in between that cools some, so that heats something up so it can reveal what's underneath. And and just kind of the water and the fire together. So
We've
it's the
got the
balancing act.
alchemy in the Thoth art cards that
Yeah.
shows
Oh, I love the
exactly
thought. That's
that.
my favorite art card.
It's so good, isn't it? I remember
Favorite
that
temperance
coming up
card.
for you like 20, 20 years. No, it can't be. Yeah, it was like 20 years
Time
ago.
passed. Yeah.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? I mean, what else is it going to do?
My friend Jen's got a romance novel, and I was just so annoyed because there we go. We love that. We
Fire and
love that.
water. There you go. Look, it's making magic. It's
Making the
alchemy.
best card ever.
So good.
So good.
So, Jen,
Oh yeah, just the romance novel. Just because I was just so annoyed this book had got published because two lines are taken up with time passed, more time passed. And I was like, you got published. You published that. But yeah, then it's become a staple saying for any ridiculous situation. Time passed. More time passed. It's true.
yeah, I love that. I love that. It's, I find that sometimes the plainest narration is
Sticks
the
in your head.
smartest. It connects to a place in your brain that recognize it as truth, and then that kind of latches the whole story
Yep.
into your brain. I love it. Time passed, more time
More
passed.
time passed.
I
But I,
think it should be like on gravestones.
and then it stopped.
Exactly. What? It's not gonna.
But I love that is my favorite temperance card. You can see a zillion temperance cards, but that is
See, I don't get temperance at all. Sorry to all my tarot students. I don't get temperance. I don't understand what it's about. I'm not a moderate person. I don't understand, um, you know, uh, anything. I don't understand balance at all. Also, sorry to my Libra rising. But the art card,
yeah.
that I get.
Yeah.
That to me is clear as a bell. I know
Yeah.
exactly what's going on there.
Exactly. It makes a lot more sense. It's where Thoth went, here's what it thank you. Okay, cheers.
Yeah,
It is quite a hard card, isn't
exactly.
it? In the Smith Waite one, it's quite like, okay, what? What's happening?
Yeah, it's very pretty. It's very
Pretty,
pretty. It's
lovely.
very soothing. But what
Yeah.
are we doing there, people? What's my
Yeah.
motivation?
Oh, yeah, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're pouring water from this to that. What? Where is the fire? Where? I asking where the fire she
Could be
is.
a flaming Zambuca she's pouring or something.
Love it. Visibel says about keening, at least from what I've learned, it was older women who were unmarried
That's my
and
job.
wandered around the country turning up at funerals. I think they're often paid in alcohol too.
This job is sounding great.
Yeah, what an ideal position. And I love it when the job kind of writes its own specs.
Yeah, exactly. I was reading the day about Victorian, like really rich Victorian people that had their beautiful gardens, and they would employ a hermit to live in a cave in their garden, and all they had to do was like not what well they weren't allowed to wash, and they couldn't go. They would just be paid to live in this cave as a hermit, to be the wise man, either they're wise or not, just to grow their hair. I was like, I love this ridiculousness. Just like,
I love this full stop.
yeah.
Wow. Do you think anyone still hires for that?
I know. I was like, these two things are job applications that should be out there. Like, turn up drunk for funerals, or well, that's probably not what they said. But, get drunk at funerals,
No, I heard turn up drunk for funerals.
or like go and live in a
Need
cave in a
more
posh
quality
garden.
cleaning.
Yeah, and apparently I read that one of the famous hermits, he got sacked because he was found in the pub. So you had to actually not cross over those jobs. You had to actually live on your own and just be in their cave in their posh garden.
I don't know. Kind of love it. Kind of
Mm.
love it.
I'm not against it at all. No.
No, no,
It's
and I
the
think
washing bit. I was like, I do want to wash, but like if you could wash in the stream maybe or something. Maybe I don't know if they were letting you. You had to be a proper smelly one. I'm not sure if I'm down with that.
I mean, surely you've got somewhere to, go wee. You can't
Yeah,
be in the same stream.
no, we'll have to find out
But
what.
sometimes when you do parties and you get like your special places like the shed, it'll be like in nice houses. So the shed is not like our
Yeah,
shed,
yeah,
where you'd be at risk of life spending 3 hours there. Um, but you get in a shed that's very hermity.
Yeah, I quite like that. That sounds nice. I'm off to my hermit cave,
Mm.
and they're going to pay me. Great. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. That's a career. Um, Colleen says almost 30 degrees, 38 degrees yesterday and the day before.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's like 10 more than what we had here for the heat wave.
It was about 31 here, but that was quite
So
enough.
we had like 28, 29, could barely breathe. Um,
Yeah.
Mark says we complain when it gets to 30. Yeah, we don't have air conditioner like anywhere,
No.
anywhere. The fridges collapsed in the supermarket. Lady Thistle says, "Oh, that's interesting. I'm
Mm,
craving moving to a coastal village after I finish my
I'll
studies."
see you there.
Precious and Me is saying good morning from St. Pete,
Oh,
Florida.
hello.
Hey,
Is Precious a little kitty on the picture?
is this
I
a real
wonder.
kitty? It's a
I don't
little,
know.
it's a little perfect. I'm thinking either
Yeah,
AI or
maybe it's the
professional
same one.
model kitty.
Yeah, I
Let
want to
us
see more.
know. We need the
Yeah.
background for the kitty, please.
Yes, please. Yes.
Um, Mark says waterfall literally 20 minutes from me, the other side of Halifax. Only found out a week ago. Yeah, it's so
Up
normal.
north, you have better quality waterfalls. My friend Celia in Norway, she mocks English waterfalls because Norwegian ones are just so badass.
I'll bet.
All your English, especially down south, we have got quite small ones down south. And they're like,
Trickles.
oh, oh. And then was in Norway, and there was like a little trickle by the road, like English waterfall. And I was like,
What was it? Just somebody's like air conditioner, but
something like so it'll just trickle
backsplash.
down the hill, and I was like, oh.
Colleen says, I'm Pisces and love the water.
Yeah.
So hard relate. Um, Lady Thistle says, can you use
Ooh.
freezing spell on your own fears or self doubt?
Mm.
I would go for fire.
I
I
would
would go
definitely
for
go for
fire.
fire.
I feel like
I think you're
freezing is
freezing yourself
chicken.
in that space. Otherwise, I think it's leaving it undone.
Yeah, yeah. Why would you leave it on freeze?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think we're agreeing on that.
Fire,
You use a
fire.
freezing. You use a freezing spell if you're doing things on other people, because obviously you can't put other people into the fire for many reasons that you.
What? No.
Yeah, we don't even begin. If you listen from the beginning, we don't even agree with putting animals, goddess forbid, in the what do you call it, the
The
Burning
shape
Man.
of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Even the shape of them.
So
Get
yeah, so
upset.
you don't put people in the fire, so the freezer. Whereas for your own fears of self doubt, I lost count of the number of times that I will have put. So this is my incense burner, but I
The
also
famous, the famous.
yes, my lovely incense burner. It's gonna we're tidying, so it's gonna go back in the box. But at the moment, it's where it has been for about 18 months, where I can reach it. Um, but I also use it as a receptacle for burning things in if I've not got the incense, and sometimes even if I do, because why not? It doesn't mind. If I told you how many times I'll write down all of my flaws and set fire to them,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
no more dawdling, no more. I don't know. Is it, what else? What else do I want? Oh, so good. What else do I want to set fire to? No
Yeah.
more. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. I can't think of any that I want to burn at the moment.
But I
But
think you're
there
like with
has.
the fire, it's transforming it. So if you put it in the freezer, it's if you don't want someone in your life, yeah, it's like the frozen. They can't really reach you, but a part of yourself you want to work with and change to move forward, don't you? So like when you fire, you're able to transform that as fire transforms into something else. That means that fear or that self doubt will go from this state to a different state, completely shifted, and you get the sensation that that will not be an issue anymore. If it's in the freezer, it's like that bill you haven't paid that's hanging on the fridge. You're like, oh, it's just there, and I have to actually pay it at some point. It is that kind of thing. So I would definitely agree, fire, fire.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The freezing specifically where I used it was when I needed something changing, and it was for a school placed appeal for one of my children, and we
Mm,
weren't first on the list. So what I did was freeze the person that was ahead of us on the list. In the freezer it went, so that when I take action, they will miss the deadline, forget to take action, feel happier perhaps with what they're doing at the moment. So that is what freezing is for. Is for sort of stuff. It's literally, X-Men freeze. Yeah, for somebody else.
Yeah.
Visible says, I love that about the kettle. Firewater,
Firewater.
thank
It's so
you.
nice when you've got, I bought like, I had in my old house, I mean, it was the chimney, I think was, everything about my old house was probably illegal that I rented. Like it was a death trap. And I think the chimney also, I stopped using the fire because I was very aware that that was probably also a death trap. But when I first got there, I had this little log burner. And I bought, my romantic mind, I bought a little kettle that you put on top of it. It took so long. I was like, oh, I'm going to boil my kettle and have my cup of tea. I was like,
Oh, yeah, no, it takes forever.
forever. Like we're so lucky to have electric kettle. I want a cup of coffee. By the time we do the intro of this show, I have my coffee.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
if it
No,
so happened, I wouldn't have my kettle. It's like
I remember. Was there always electric kettles like when you were growing up? Because because we had like a metallic thing that would go, not a covered thing, but just like a metallic pan that's like the shape of a jug, and
mm.
that would go on. It would hold about 2 cups. But that was like always on because my mom was always on the. We didn't have a kettle until after I left home.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it was always on the fire. Takes
oh, I
forever.
love
Forever.
the feeling of it. Just the time waiting was
Yeah. Yeah. And also if you fill it too high and it starts to bubble, it can put out the fire. Don't even definitely kettle all the way. Emma says, can't wait to see you on
oh
Saturday, Laura.
oh thank you, lovely. Yes, thank you.
Amazing. Dawn says, I am Sylvia. This is my alter ego. You both look so well.
Oh,
Thank
hi
you.
Sylvia, thank you. Good point as
Yay.
well.
And Lady Thistle, we're running out of time. Sorry, I'm
No,
rushing
it's 2
to.
o'clock. I was like, wow, how did it get that late already?
Yeah. Mark says putting people in the fire is very unethical.
We've seen the Wicker Man, Edward Woodward. It's the
Yeah.
Cotswolds. Whoa.
Lady Thistle, need to burn my
Mm.
procrastination. Yeah, that kind of thing is fabulous for fire magic.
What's really cool if you have like a fireball and you can get that paper that makes like colors
Flash
and
paper.
sparks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can write it in and it goes pew. You're like, oh yeah, that's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a big recycler for stuff like that, especially for paper. So I'll write it like on the back of like a diary page that's already used, a calendar page that's already used, not going in the bin before I've done an extra something with it.
Yeah.
And I used to have a big, thick, like desk diary with pictures from friends. And so when I would use that for burning for fire magic, it would play like a flame. It would be like red and green, whatever Monica was wearing. It was so good.
I love that. I love that.
Extra magical. Right. So we're
We are.
we're done
Yeah.
for the season. That wraps season one of Psychic Brunch.
Oh my god! Stay tuned for season 2. What will happen? We need like a cliffhanger. I don't know, so people will come and watch.
Oh yeah. Dun dun dun. I don't know what will the cliffhanger be. I mean, I'm just about to sort of go to a chiropractor for the first time. Maybe the cliffhanger is that
Yeah,
I'll be able to move my neck more than this.
that's our middle-aged cliffhangers.
Just like EastEnders.
Boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, but like we said, when we come back, so it'll be September 4th, I think I said, we're going to be just a few days from your book being published. So
Boom,
we,
boom, boom, boom,
yay,
boom, boom.
we can make it like a whole interview about the book. Wait, I'm putting you
Yeah.
full screen again.
Oh no. I mean, yes. Hey, that's exciting. It also shines. Very illustrated, very pretty book. Yes. Lots of magical hints and tips in there as well as learning the runes and meditations. I love my meditations. So I've got loads of written out meditations you can try.
Amazing. You moved really fast. So I'm going to come off screen again, and you just sort of
Did
pose so
I?
that you can screenshot it without
Oh,
moving. It'll be so good because you got your name underneath and that. So wait, so
okay.
yeah,
I'm not going to be slow. Okay.
I'm coming off. I'm coming off.
There we go. There's my screenshot moment. Boom, 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 boom. Chicka, chicka.
Amazing. There you go. See? A pro's pro. Fabulous. Thank you, everybody,
Thank you
for,
for our first piece. When did we start doing this? I can't remember even when we started. Is it
I
early
don't
this year?
know, could it have been like last autumn? Did we go through Christmas together?
We did maybe. Can't remember. I have to look at.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've done a good about 8 months, and haven't we? It's about 8 months or so. It's pretty good going.
Yeah, yeah, it was. It was a long first season. It's going to be an even longer second season.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks
See you all
so
soon.
much,
Have a great
everyone.
summer.
Bye.
Bye.